The I'm not like other girls is a common girl in the writing world. It's so common that it's easy for young authors to fall into that trap of writing this bland character. I'll first go into what this other girl looks like, then 10 simple tips on how to make your character feel more unique. And lastly, make a character myself based on the simple tips I gave you. In the world of other girls, it's usually one extreme with the other. Everyone else is a pink Barbie doll, while this girl is either so nerdy or so cool. They usually have only one hobby: reading to fit in with the nerds, or gaming to fit in with the tomboys. Their clothing choice is usually so bland, with dark plain hoodies, jeans, and sneakers. The eyes and hair are usually plain brown. They also need to have messy hair for some reason. The only way for you to notice that she loves reading is for her to have the biggest glasses you ever saw. This girl also gets freckles and braces to look more quirky. Because she loves reading, she's also a straight A student for some reason. Every nerd or tomboy needs to be obsessed with every type of unhealthy food. And then there's also the popular makeover scene, because the only way you'll ever find love is to get rid of that ugly face. That's a very good lesson, isn't it? I think that the I'm not like other girls was invented so that ladies who are into these things could relate. But in doing so, they created this trope that became so annoying and unrealistic. This is the final drawing of this type of girl. She doesn't look bad, but now it's time to show some tips on how to make your character even better than this. 1. Give your character 2 or more hobbies. If your character only has one hobby like reading, it can make them feel quite bland. Give them more hobbies so that they feel more unique. If you're trying to avoid the common trope, it most likely means you're trying to go into the more introverted style. There are many introverted hobbies besides reading and gaming, like writing, cooking, gardening, knitting, or playing an instrument. 2. Give your character a nationality. Most characters in stories are just white. Make them a different race like African, Indian, or Asian. If you want your character to stay white, go with someone who's Italian, Irish, or German. If you're writing though, you don't have to just clearly say, I'm Irish. When you describe her appearance, you can give hints of where she comes from. For example, oh no, I'm late. She tied her thick ginger hair into a messy ponytail while she burst through the door. You're late again, Ava? Her mom frowned. We now know that she has red hair, so we have a few assumptions of where she comes from. The name can also give away a person's nationality, like Ava, which is an Irish name. Also, the way your character talks can give an idea of where they come from. People who know more than one language replace certain words with their first language when it doesn't come to their mind straight away. A simple sentence like, "Where's my apfel?" can help indicate that she might be German. Use words that already sound familiar to the English reader so that they know the meaning of it already. 3. Give your character a unique clothing style. I'm tired of plain hoodies and pants. Give them a different clothing style. If you don't know what clothing to give your character, look at their personality. If someone's kind and gentle, maybe give them brighter colors. Maybe a dress or some bright jeans. How about someone who's polite and tidy? Maybe some more posh clothing? If you want to go for hoodies and pants, think about what colors they like. Do they have an imprint on their clothing of something they like? Find out your character's likes and dislikes, and then you might have an idea of their clothing choice. Also, if your character loves reading, it doesn't mean they need to have glasses. I'm not saying glasses are bad, but they're usually just to show their love for reading. There are plenty of people who love reading and don't have glasses. 4. Give your character a few friends. Just because your character is different doesn't mean they should have no friends. Even as simple as a pen pal. You can write about how she got her friend in school and the challenges she faced to get out of her comfort zone to have one. But if you don't want her to have any friends, write about how she was able to go through school with no buddies. Friends and stories can help character development and understand the character more based on their interactions. 5. Give your character a flaw. To make your character feel like a person, you need to give them a flaw. There is no person on earth who is perfect. The flaw is there for your character to struggle to reach their goal. For example, what if Ava wants to make friends but is too gullible? If she easily believes a lie, it can cause her to lose a deep friendship. She'll need to learn that not every person is truthful and to discern a truth from a lie. 6. If you want, you can give your character a condition. Many people struggle with certain imperfections that they got from birth, like having no arm or a skin condition like vitiligo. It's important to go into someone's mind who does have these kinds of struggles so that we can understand the problems they face. If you want to write a story about a character like this, it's important to do your research so you don't misrepresent them and so you can make their struggles as accurate as possible, which will require work. You'll need to approach these topics very sensitively. 7. Give your character a unique food that they like. In the I'm not like other girls trope, the character usually just loves every piece of junk. So give her a unique food that she might like so that others may know her unique taste. Maybe she's tough, so give her some spicy food. Did she grow up around many cafes? Make her like a certain type of cake, or maybe some traditional food. There are many options. As humans, we usually have preferences for any topic. 8. Use different body types. Not every woman on earth has the perfect hourglass shape. So explore with different body types. Are they tall or short? Are they as thin as a stick or are they chunky? Maybe some broad shoulders? Find the right body type for a character. 9. Show, don't tell. If you're writing a story, don't just write, I'm Ava, and I'm not like the other girls in school. Show why she's different. Maybe she's an adopted child, or maybe she's into survival activities. By showing her interests, surroundings, and struggles, you're already showing that she's not like others. And 10. It's okay to make your character relatable. The whole point of your main character is for others to relate to them. There might be some who won't relate, but others who will. Just be careful not to make her too relatable, because if you do, you'll fall into the very trope we're trying to avoid. Now that we know how to make your character more interesting, I'll talk a little about how I use those tips on the girl I'm drawing right now. So the girl I'm drawing is called Amy. She was born and raised in the United States, but she originates from Jamaica. 2 things she loves to do: reading and knitting. She sometimes journals a little, but isn't really consistent with it. Like many Americans, she's a little chunky. Although she loves many foods, she's obsessed with red velvet cake. At the start when you meet her, she's quiet, but when you befriend her, she becomes a very bright and bubbly person. Because she's a bubbly person, she has this bright clothing. The sweater she knitted herself, and since it's handmade, there are a few imperfections like loose threads. She has a condition named poliosis, which turns a piece of her hair white. In her childhood, she would be made fun of for it, which made her have this flaw, being judgmental. For the first 2 years of high school, she would not approach anyone, afraid they'd make fun of her. But for her 3rd year, she was determined to make some friends. However, she struggles to make friends when she quickly makes assumptions about others based on past experiences. So this is Amy! I can't lie, but I think she's one of the best people I drew so far. It was interesting to draw her because I've never drawn a dark-skinned or overweight character before, and I got to do both! I hope this video helped you in any way, and if it did, please consider subscribing and liking this video. Please tell me if this video helped you in any shape or form. And that's all from me, and I'll see you in my next video.